Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. Someone in the chat yesterday, not in the chat, sorry, in the comments on YouTube was asking me if I had a big massive birthmark on the side of my face, and I guess they were just basically hinting towards the fact that I'm always facing the camera. So there you go, guys. No massive birthmark on the side of my face. Yeah, no massive birthmark, no nothing going on there. So yeah, there we go. So that being done and dusted, we shall go straight over to the Bitcoin chart. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4 hour. As you can see, these few lines are basically potential targets that we have coming in. Well, we basically tagged the first one, pretty much, maybe a few dollars off. But yeah, that first target, about 62k. So yeah, we have now hit, obviously, on this 4 hour 9, which sold the price off. And also, if we go to the daily, we would note that we are also on a daily 9, if it is going to choose to load, but I can certainly reliably inform you we are on a daily 9, but yeah, obviously daily 9 at this basically target. So could this move down, be a little bit of a fake out on this 9, and within the next, well, half of this candle, half of this 24-hour period, just over, are we going to get a big acceleration up to about 65k? Or is this it? Are we done and dusted? Is this a nice pump up to this horizontal, this next target, and we are then going to come down and test the 58k level as support? So that is what we are looking at now. Obviously, CME futures open this evening. Major market trading. The major market trading week coming soon, so that could to a certain extent dictate this price action, but yeah, it is good to see that on this daily, well, before this daily 9, we did manage to break this this resistance, and actually all-time high as well for Bitcoin, I guess. But yeah, we broke above that. So if we can basically hold 58k in the coming week, then yeah, we will just be looking good for another leg to the upside. So not really too much to say about Bitcoin on that front. Yeah, we will go over to our Ethereum Bitcoin pairing also. Oh, this has been so slow. I may just have to buy another computer for this. Our Ethereum Bitcoin pairing, as you can see, we had that move up, that pull back down. Yeah, pull that down. I mean, this is clearly looking pretty bearish. Not too much we can say about that. I guess there is a lot of worry with just forks, basically forks, because of the new upgrades that are wanting to go ahead by the Ethereum developers, but not obviously the miners who just want to protect their income stream. But hey, that I believe is what is causing this a problem in Ethereum. So yeah, I mean, if those fears get realized, expect further downside and crazy volatility to the downside. But if those fears don't get realized, basically the upgrades go ahead as developers want, I mean, we can definitely expect a serious Ethereum rally against Bitcoin. But hey, there's no real middle ground in that, so it is obviously a pretty all or nothing, risky up or down trade. So yeah, there you go. Don't know where you guys sit on what you think will happen there, but hey, you would hope the miners don't want to kick off too much, but obviously we know they did split into Ethereum Classic. Last time we had basically upgrades like of this impact to them, and then don't forget Bitcoin also had its Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Cash, and even Bitcoin Gold basically forks off, and yeah, Bitcoin did prevail. But there you go. Yeah, but Ethereum, you can see we basically broke this potential downward sloping trend line and this horizontal to the upside. So are we looking at a forward check, a back check, and a paycheck into the mid 2Ks? Possibly. possibly, but again, I think is obviously going to depend on what goes on with the miners. But I mean, price action. Can you show me the charts and I'll tell you the news? Price action. Price action. The dollar obviously just getting dragged up with Bitcoin, kicking and screaming. But the main one, obviously, we've got to look at is the price action on this one. And yeah, I mean, it is pricing in obviously uncertainty, fear, uncertainty, and doubt is what this is pricing in. So yeah, when we get clarity, we can expect to move up. Obviously, the 10-year looking looking pretty punchy. Yeah, looking pretty punchy. You know my views on what is going on with inflation, and obviously that getting priced in. There's obviously the not the new excuse, but the other excuse that they're using, which, to be honest, this excuse is pretty legitimate, and that is just basically supply chain bottlenecks because of obviously the global pandemic. So yeah, that will be driving prices to a certain extent, but yeah. There we go. So that will be driving inflation. Obviously, that can get relieved, obviously, with a reopening of the world economy. But yeah, there you go. I mean, there are the deflationistas, the people that do basically talk about deflation. I mean, they have got an argument so far as basically a deflation in basically people's jobs, earning power, and actual jobs because of machines, basically. So yeah, that is massively deflationary. If people have a lot less money and don't have any work to do, that is inherently massively deflationary. But yeah, then it just comes down to how much MMT those people can get, to then see if they can get asset price inflation instead. But the problem is the median person does not benefit from, can't buy enough assets to basically keep their head above water against basically the counter trend of the price of asset price inflation. So basically, the average person can't buy enough assets to basically be kept whole in a rising asset price environment. So they are basically losing ground. So they're getting poorer, basically, if you guys understand what I mean. So yeah, difficult times for most people in the macroeconomic environment. So yeah, Bitcoin dominance. We'll have a quick look at that. Obviously, that is making a nice move up, downward channel, broke up to basically this would be the target of the break of a downward sloping channel, basically the top of it. So yeah, we are at a level where we could potentially sell off, or I mean, you can see horizontal significance here, and then obviously we've got the next level here, and then we've got a long term, if this is going to load up quickly, a long term downward sloping trend line that we can potentially, if it wants to load, that we can tag as well. As you can see, we have tagged a few times. Let's just zoom out. Yeah. Let's zoom out some more. Yeah, as you can see here, this descending broadening wedge, obviously inherently bullish. But yeah, we swung failured above it, came back down. Are we broken below, or are we come and back test it and then come back down? I mean, if we do, you will see a head and shoulders, so that could then target the actual downside of this. But yeah, again, if we break back above, we could see upside. Obviously patterns are confirmed and the confirmed, so we'd have to break the neckline. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, this is just why I'm not really looking at this so much. You can see all these wicks, all this crazy price action, because there is just bifurcation between the different altcoins. These like the sectors of altcoins, the DeFi sectors, the 2017 altcoins, the polka specific altcoins, the ADA ones, the Matic or Polygon ones. Yeah, there are lots of basically differential plays basically in the overall altcoin market. So this has been particularly slow. Let's just have a look at the stochastics. Hopefully they're not too slow. If we just have them, they shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, 4 hour turning back down again. Could basically get us back down to that 58k back test. 10 hour is probably well going to be jammed up there, I expect. Probably turn down and looking to turn back up, and then potentially turn back down again. But we're gonna have to wait until we can see it. I'm sure it'll load eventually. Also, we're going to have a quick look at the at that super trend indicator. Yes, yeah, 10 hour look. As you can see, it came back down, turned back up, and looking potentially turn back down. We can stay jammed up there, but yeah, like I said, potentially we are going to come back, back test that, back that 50k. I mean, yeah, you can see also 12 hour just staying up there. Daily looking to put in a top around here. So, but like I said, it can stay up here, but it can obviously it will reduce the momentum obviously that this was given the price action. So yeah, maybe we do see sideways to down. This is the super trend indicator I wanted to show you. So yeah, if we have a look at this, obviously this is the level it gets you long. So yeah, open up a long trade there, and I just also wanted to show just how like it back tested that actual long entry level, or like literally to the dot as well, and then went onwards and upwards. We can see this choppy price action here. It did get you short, you did get in profit, it did break back up, it hung around the area, but obviously you were taking a counter trend move. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But also I want to show you this one here. So we had this buy, broke above, and we perfectly back tested it again. So there is definitely something in these indicators, and this is, if I was to just to run a blind, not a blind, but just run a bot and just leave it running with my parameters, this is the one I did and would still use. So yeah, super trend indicator definitely worth looking at. It can make life definitely simple for you. Obviously, no strategy is 100%. You're not going to get all winning trades, but yeah, I mean you can see the buys to the sell to the stop out of the buy, but then obviously the buy to the sell, and then the sell to the buy to the sell, a little bit of a stop out, a little bit of a difference there, and then obviously the wait, sorry, yeah, no, sorry, that was a buy to the sell, so that was a little bit of profit, but then obviously that sell to the buy was a little bit of a stop out, and then the buy continuing onwards and upwards. So it basically got you long at 50k. We're now sitting at 60k. Yeah, just something to look, just something for people that just want to have a simple strategy, especially if you want to set up a bot. This super trend indicators is a good way to go. Like I said, you will get flipping around price action a little bit, but obviously you get your trending moves. So yeah, that is about all I wanted to say this morning. So yeah, remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always DYOR, and I shall speak to you guys tomorrow.